And there it is. Fingerprint sensor. Bam. It is very quick. Check out the animation. Bam. What a screen. A fantastic looking screen. And look how fast it is. Like everything is just seamless. Very little animation. That's also really cool. Settings in the display. We can go to the light mode or dark mode. Maybe let's stick with the light. Some notification HDR display if you wanted to. Dynamic refresh or 120 or 60. Let's stay with 120. Wow. Beautiful screen. Of course, we have a graph interface, then you can change your ringtone. You could have a dedicated ringtone if you want to. I have 3 of them. Or 10 different ringtones. Not too many ringtones, but of course you can choose one of yours. About the phone itself, like you can see, we have Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1, 50 megapixel camera in the rear, and front is 32, a lot of megapixels, 12 GB of RAM, 256 GB of ROM, 4700 mAh battery, and 6.7-inch OLED screen. What about power? What kind of power do we have in this one? 1710 for the single core, 4518 for the multi-core, which is insanely good. Wild Extreme for 2450 free. Built-in memory, because it's very important, 1512 on the read and 565 on the write. Read with latest UFC 3.0, wow, that's a similar score to the latest iPhone 14 Pro. It means that we have extremely good and very expensive built-in memory. But that sort of power doesn't mean anything if you cannot use it. So, gaming. The question is it going to hold 60 frames per second? Because most of the smartphones don't, even with the latest Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. Wow, it is holding. Very nice. It's beautiful. Kenshi Impact. Of course, we have a dedicated game app which you can stream live, take photos, record, and it will show you your frame rate. Let's see that Kenshi. That's the frame rate. Let me show it here. 60. Wow. Seriously? Nah. 30. 30 for the Kenshi. Let's run a little bit. Look around. Holding 30 frames per second. Built-in speakers. Like those widgets. They're really cool. Like old school widgets. But what about the camera? What about it? Of course, we have slow motion, video, and there's something extraordinary in the video department, but I will come back to it. Photo. Of course, we can have some filters if we wanted to, but who's going to use that filter? I don't know. The clarity of that in the screen is amazing. Front-facing camera, Also, wow, what a clarity. When there where's a lot of light, sometimes it's time to breathe, but it is what it is. Portrait, wow, let me hit that portrait. Bam. Now that is a portrait mode. In the mode department, we have a macro and expert mode. Expert mode, of course, you can set whatever you want. ISO, colors, whatever. We can shoot in RAW or not in RAW. You cannot do both at the same time. But let's go back to the video. In front-facing camera, only Full HD 60 and no autofocus in front-facing camera, but in wide-angle lens, in 60 and in 30, we do have autofocus, and it is very, very quick and beautiful. Let me show it to you. Wow, winning! Winning! Wide angle autofocus. It's incredible. It is incredible. €1, my dear friend. €1. What a beautiful pizza time. Unfortunately, front-facing camera only Full HD, but still, €1. And in the main lens, autofocus. Zoom. 2x. Let's go 10x all the way. 10x. Wow. So you can see, nothing phone is definitely not for the telephoto. It is not. Let's go back to the wide angle. Wide angle it is. It's cool, then we can go back to the wide angle with from the telephoto. Not all the smartphones has that feature. Let's see a little bit of colors. Wow, now that's the difference, look. Woo. Very nice. Okay, in the main lens, let's go back to the main lens. There you go. There you go. It's always different to test the camera inside. Check out that macro and wide angle. Wow. In 60 frames per second.
Photos, like you can see, it is not over saturating the image. It is just beautiful. That's what it is. Check out those colors, all natural colors, and it has a macro with wide angle. There is no like gimmick 2 megapixel macro. This is fully usable macro, and the quality is amazing. Check this out. You can see my fingerprint, everything. Selfies. Ooh, wow. You can do selfies with filters if you wanted to, of course. Landscape, also very wide angle. Very, very wide angle. Okay, this was a very difficult shot, straight to the sun, and it handled it. It handled it insanely good. Look at the shadows, it even catch those clouds. When I was shooting with Samsung, there was just a big white blob. No clouds, and this is like beautiful. And also on that super wide angle, I am like a meter from this bicycle. I can literally touch the handle, and still I get the full bicycle in the frame. So there you go. A little too sharp. That image is a bit too sharp, just a bit. But can it handle the low light and red experience? A little bit oversaturated. It was a very difficult shot. Not too many smartphones can handle that. But for 10 points, I will give him like 8. It's okay. Night mode. Whoa, now that is a night mode. That is a proper night mode. Wow. One of the best night shooting smartphones in the world. Selfie at night and selfie in daylight. Wow, what a selfie. Check out the clarity. Wow, bokeh effect. Why my shit is so dirty? I don't know. It's this camera is so sharp that it will just everything will come out. Literally everything. A little bit of red, more selfies, of course, because it's a selfie time. That's not my house. I wish it would be, but it's not. And big buildings in very close-ups. Wow, you can literally shoot the whole building, and the sun is directly to the camera, and still came out insanely good. Well, low light conditions, pancakes. Wow, that's the first time I'm seeing this photo because I just uploaded to the PC. Okay, okay, low light conditions. Okay.
At night, it's pretty decent. I must say, it's pretty decent. This is wide angle, and the main lens is a bit brighter. And in telephoto, fairly bright. It's the same lens. There you go. Front facing camera. It's okay, I guess. It's okay. Selfies. Bam, bam. Wow, what a great looking selfie. And of course you can edit on the fly. Dynamic edit. Even an eraser. Magic eraser. Okay, done. What if I want to erase myself completely? Can I do it?
So what did we learn? And we learned that it has a beautiful screen. It is wide, very wide. Tremendously good camera. 4K 16 wide angle. This is a deal breaker. Battery life, it's also incredible. Plenty enough of power, and it's definitely not nothing. Thanks for watching and see you next video. Bye.